Hello friends, and welcome to tonight's beer review. Tonight is a very special beer review. I will be reviewing the next thing from my Sam Adams Barrelroom Collection of 3 barrel-aged beers. This is the sort of Belgian style, American-inspired beers that they put out. Again, like I say, it's sort of a rebuttal to those who say that Sam Adams is not craft. Tonight we will be reviewing 13th Hour, which is dubbed a dark Belgian style stout with notes of spice, coffee, chocolate, and oak. Ooh. Obviously, this is barrel-aged. Barrel-aged beers are popular right now. And like most barrel-aged beers, is pretty high ABV. This is 9% ABV. So let's read the back, shall we? The 13th hour is the witching hour, and a time when strange brews can occur. With 13 ingredients, we combine the roasted chocolate and coffee notes of a stout with the complex, spicy character of a Belgian-style ale and oak for a dark, robust, and bewitching brew. One of our brewers' favorite places to experiment is in the barrel room at our Boston brewery. It's here that each of our Samuel Adams Barrelroom Collection brews was born. And yada 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 about the website. Enjoy this ale now, or age it to further develop unique flavors. Pour gently into a traditional glass. Got here. At 50 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit too cold, but this being Hawaii, it's going to warm up pretty quickly. Taking care not to unsettle the fine layer of yeast at the bottom of the bottle. So let's open this wonderful champagne-style top. Excuse me, I'm a little bit congested today. Accidentally inhaled a little bit of food earlier today. But my nostril passages are clear, so I can taste the rainbow, as it were, or the stout. This one's not coming out too easy. Come on. Okay, just a moment. Technical difficulties, folks. This is going to be embarrassing. I don't want to break the top of this. It'll be a real... Okay, let's go and get something for more some tension here. There we go. There! It's out. And the smell is already filling up the room. Okay, perfect pour. A nice finger's worth of head. I would say it's a dark tan to beige to dark tan color. Fairly thick. With a sort of dark Belgian character mixed with stout. So you got a sort of opaque, mostly opaque, reddish brown. You can see a little bit towards the bottom here. Somewhat carbonated. You can see perhaps carbonation moving up the glass. Well, I need a better webcam. What immediately hits me is it has a very, very vinous character. It's very reminiscent of wine in that it's not a note that you get much in beers. Red wine, by the way. Underneath that are the toasted malts. Very, very fruity. currants and cherries. Some evidence of the phenolic character of Belgian yeast used in brewing this. Chocolate. Lovely lacing, just look at that. And also some hints of licorice and root. Little bit on the cold side right now. Hopefully it's opened up enough. Yeah, definitely too cold. I'm going to have to try to warm this up in 5 minutes or so. There's a whole lot of flavor going on in here. I'm having trouble sussing it out. Carbonation is very prickly in the front. Just a little bit unexpected, perhaps. But this is bottled condition, so it will have, you know, varying levels of carbonation at times. I would say that this is maybe a slightly overcarbonated, but that's a problem that fixes itself with time. The mouthfeel is a little bit on the thin side for the style, but the flavor is, boom, all there. It's been generous. It's been hopped generously enough that it leaves a lingering, slight bitterness and strong floral aspect to the finish. In the mid to beginning of the finish, there's a strong chocolate, fruity aspect. And also some of that wine character, that red wine character, light red wine character. I would definitely put this more as reminiscent of a Merlot or a Pinot than, say, a Cab or Shiraz. There's a woodiness to it, but it's well, I'm not saying it's quite muted. It just kind of blends in well with the finish. At 9%, there's absolutely no booziness. Starting to warm up now. I'm getting a lot more of the toasty flavors out in the front. It's a nice breadiness, dark breadiness that sort of continues all the way through to the mouthfeel underneath the rest of the flavors. Oddly, I'm not getting too much coffee notes. Very much chocolate element there. Not too much coffee. Just a slight hint of espresso bitterness. It mostly comes out towards the finish. The smell is absolutely divine. While you're sipping it, it's very nice to go and inhale at the same time. So you get that smell in your sinuses and your nasal cavity at the same time your mouth is filling. Because while it's pretty much similar, the emphasis is different in between those more volatile flavors and the flavors you feel on your palate. So it makes a nice and very interesting contrast. It's starting to get a sort of raisiny, dried fruit quality to the bouquet. As well as some slight molasses notes to the front. And I'm going to guess that those are going to broaden as it warms up even more. Excuse me. Very carbonated, as I said. Excuse me, very carbonated. The woodiness is increasing too as it warms. Sweetness is increasing, but it's by no means an intense sweetness. It's just a subtle sweetness to it. There's a little bit of the yeast character to the finish, but it's a bit more apparent in the bouquet. I'm really enjoying this. There's a lot of layers to it. And I'm sure as I'm further drinking it, more of it's going to be revealed to myself. And I would hope also revealed to you. Because I'm actually going to really highly recommend this. This is what I'm looking for in a complex beer that, you know, there's a lot of flavors in there, but you can suss it out. It's not a mush. And it just pretty much feels well made all around. A very well crafted beer. Of course, downside is these boxes are fairly expensive. I believe it's like $30, which is like $10 a bottle. Just enjoying that interplay of those sort of wine notes with the wood notes, and then there's those stout notes, you know, that toasty feeling. It's just a wonderful interplay of different flavors that don't clash, are distinct, play well. This is really, like I said just 30 seconds ago, this is really what I'm looking for with a well-made craft beer. It's worth the price. So again, this is a rebuttal to those who say, Sam Adams, they don't do craft beer anymore. They're just, you know, a macro brewery that's focused on pushing out, you know, cheap quality beer in large quantities. No, they can brew. This is evidence of it. So, Samuel Adams, 13th Hour, Belgian Style Dark Stout. A delightfully complex, yet not too heavy beverage. Good for those who love Belgian darks, good for those who love American stouts, good for those who love great beer. So, that's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.